that's a possible thing. But
It's
nonetheless,
trap, right? Trap music.
yeah, trap music.
Hip hop music
Yeah.
group, super group.
By the way, the time is 49 minutes after 12. This is the invasion with the Phoenix and Mswenk London. Topics of discussion. I said I wanted to have a chat today, on a more personal basis, on a more, get real. Do you understand? I wanted to talk about family disputes. What I mean by that is, if you are part of a family, big or small, you are bound to have disputes with a family member. Where I'm basing this chat upon is when you have a big family dispute where it's not just one person and another that are in dispute, or who don't agree with each other or don't see eye to eye at that time. I'm thinking of within the family, two different sides of the family not gelling well.
As in, would you say like, we are the immediate family?
Yes.
Right? Mom, dad.
Yes.
In terms of like dad's side of the family and
mom's side of the family, about vibe.
Or within this family, inside this house,
Okay. Mom
there's
and dad.
dad's side, there's mom's side.
Yeah, that's a marriage thing. That's
sure. So it's these two families.
Yes. So mom's side does not like dad's side. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, from dad's point of view.
Okay, wait. Another question: is mom and dad married or they're not?
They're married. They are married. They have children.
Okay.
They have a big family.
Okay.
Now they don't agree with those sides of the family do not like each other. There's family dispute. Maybe something happened, something deep, whatever it may be. Do we cancel toxic family members, and whose side do you take as a child of those? Because it's my mother, it's my father. Whose side, as their kid, whose side would I be able to take?
I mean, as a child, you shouldn't be taking sides. They shouldn't even make you take sides. I mean,
not as a child. Let's say as a young adult now, at this point in time.
Even as a young adult, at the end of the day, you're still their child.
Yeah.
And their mandate as parents is to protect you, right?
Yes.
Most
definitely.
So, Gagadi, you're not supposed to be a scapegoat or a factor in their arguments. Hence, with baby mamas, baby daddies, don't use your kids as a way to fight your battles with your partner or your ex-partner or yabon. And that also flies within the family, within the marriage. I would assume that you do not use your kids as your backup.
Yeah, you can't use them as weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
They shouldn't be there to back up whatever argument or discussion that you have with your partner. At the end of the day, you guys are adults and you guys are married. So because you're married, I'd like to assume you know how to have a discussion, a debate about the right thing to do. Unfortunately, when it comes with other family members, it becomes a mess.
It becomes a little bit tricky.
It becomes very messy.
Okay. Now that we've got that one. Okay, fine. Now, let's say siblings are have a dispute. You and your sister, and Ivan. You understand? How do you solve those? Continuously, you guys are fighting. You guys don't talk, nothing.
Guys, arguments can only be solved if two people actually want to solve it. Because if my sister and I are arguing, or whatever sibling, my brother, or whatever, dude, let's talk. And sometimes I don't know the nature of the argument. I guess some people require a bit longer to process. They need space. I, for one, am one person when I'm very angry, I prefer to have my space, be by myself, calm down, and think of whatever happened in a a logical, less emotional setting,
Yeah.
whereby I can go back to the person and speak to them on like calmly and lay out calmly what my problem is. Because when you address things very high on emotion, it's easy to start shouting and
And
getting,
just start
and starting getting
wilding out
yeah,
and saying things that you don't mean, and you can't really take those things
and you
back.
can't take those things back. Sometimes you just need to step back from whatever relationship or arguments
Yeah.
that we're in and think
Yeah.
clearly, logically, and sikwazi ubeka why we're upset, and to be able to address that with whoever we're arguing with. How would you
I think with a situation like that, I'm not a person who's shy of expressing how they feel. You know, it just always will be obviously dependent on the manner I do that, right?
Right.
I don't want to be the type of person or carry something, that burden in my heart for that. No.
and that's when you don't say what's on your in your heart.
You
It-
carry
yo,
it.
you carry that
You
thing,
carry
and
it.
it's
It becomes
very heavy.
dead weight. So I'll obviously the way I approach things is to address how I feel and get my point across, and also take responsibility of
For
how
your
I made
part, yeah.
that person feel, and work from there, and try to come to terms where we don't bother each other, because love is the most important thing. And it's also about like being able to forgive someone, is being able to release them of the anger you have towards them. So I think it's
And release
always,
yourself
yeah,
as well.
as well. We are prisoners of anger if we do not forgive. So yeah, that's my take on that.
And
That's
the
it.
thing is, guys, anger is a very dangerous emotion.
Yeah.
Abantu want to be savages. Like, they want to be savages.
There's a lot of
bruh.
things
Like,
that people are angry about, and
they're angry
you
about,
know,
and they explode with this
Yeah.
negative emotion, and things get
we
out
must
of
try to
control.
stay positive. I always say this, guys, ladies and gentlemen, forgive him, forgive her.
Stay positive.
You understand?
Take a walk.
Forgive yourself. Stay positive. Every day you wake up, drink a glass of water, appreciate life, appreciate the sun, appreciate the rain, appreciate yourselves, love yourself. You understand?
You know, on this topic of family, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
I read a while ago, there's this article that I read where this lady, she's in her 30s, mid-30s, early
Yeah.
30s, whatever. She has a 5-year-old son, right? Her partner, who is considerably older than her, died, right? And this partner, who is considerably older than her, has other kids who are plus minus her age. And now this lady is wondering if, since the siblings
Yeah,
are her age, are
around
old,
and can
and they're working and they're fine,
sure.
can't they pay maintenance for this
What
5-year-old?
what's the
Their
opinion on
sibling,
that?
their half sibling.
I think in that matter, she's not wrong to ask those siblings if they can assist with raising the child, right?
Right.
If the father left nothing, and these are obviously are people who can afford their lives, and I don't think any reasonable sibling that has a baby sister or brother that is that can help out in any way, you know, month to month for the basics of, like, you know, food and, you know, clothes and education, you know,
Yeah.
they would do that. I
Yeah.
think akekho wrong ngoyicela loo nto, you know. You ask
When
for
you need
help
help, ask
from
for help,
family,
yeah.
and who better than to ask from the siblings of this baby, because that kid is gonna grow up, and if they have to find out later in life that my brothers and sisters did not want to help my mother to raise me and I had to suffer, and they were there being born, I think that's gonna start a family dispute. Do you understand?
Exactly.
Yeah, so yes, but that's how I feel about it. So remember we were talking about intimacy after pregnancy.
Just
Here's some
yesterday.
tweets. Here's a guy, Twitter user, Dino Bravo. Yeah, Dino Bravo says, a doctor once said, now that you are parents, don't forget what brought you two together to create this life. Continue to treat each other like boyfriend and girlfriend. Date each other and keep the intimacy after pregnancy alive. It must remain a priority to each other and to raise your children just as much as it is to raise your children. Intimacy after pregnancy. Another Twitter user, Biggie Nklebe, also said, for intimacy after pregnancy to work, the father must be invested in taking care of the child as much as the mother is. That way, there will be half a job for the mother to do and more energy for both partners to invest in the relationship outside the child, which is fair. Tell us your thoughts on intimacy after pregnancy.
Guys, intimacy is not tof only. There's more to intimacy.
Yes, it's me taking you out for dates, me spoiling you with the breakfast in bed, something. That's intimacy right there. Listening to you vent about work and how you're feeling is intimacy there, right there. And share your thoughts on our WhatsApp. That is 065 970 065 970 The time is now 1 p.m., top of the hour, with Mswenk London and The Phoenix on The Invasion. Share your thoughts on intimacy after pregnancy. We'll be back with more music, more vibes, more chats. But please do interact with us. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here. I go by the name Mswenk London. This is The Phoenix. We'll be back. And
After this.
the time is 1 p.m.